So everybody, good morning, very good morning. Welcome you all to the Guidely session. So good morning, Meenakshi. Hi Sivakumar. Okay, happy to see you all in this session. So this is the very first session of our Guidely regarding quantitative aptitude in Tamil. Good morning, Bilal, Guru. So இனி டெய்லிக்கும் 11 o'clock 11:15 sharply by 11:15 is going to be aptitude session on Guidely Tamil. So questions எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் Guidely questions பத்தி. So it's going to be a quality questions. So டெய்லிக்கும் ரெகுலரா classes stay tuned. Okay. Hi Gayatri, Silva, Karthik. Good morning. Okay guys, so this is the very first session. So nama iniki easiest topic that is going to be the simplification. So simplification is going to play a major role in RRB, clerical and PO examinations. Okay, so 15 simplifications, approximately or 15 simplifications varum RRB clerical level la 15 simplifications varum. So பேசிக்ல இருந்து டீச் பண்ணலாமா? சரி பண்ணிடலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்மளுக்கு பேசிக்ல இருந்து தான் போக போகுது. ஒரு 1.5 months இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி a பேசிக் செஷன். அண்ட் அதுக்கடுத்து எக்ஸாம்ஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு ஷெட்யூல்ஸ் மாறும். குட் மார்னிங் சந்தியா, மாலினி. ஓகே ஓகே கைஸ், நம்ம செஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா? ஆடிபிளா இருக்குதானப்பா எல்லாத்துக்கும்? am I audible to everyone? In PO level okay, so plan பண்ணலாம். ரெண்டு செஷன்ஸ் கூட பிளான் பண்ணலாம். accordingly viewers பார்த்துட்டு எதுக்கு let us keep a pool. so அதில் எதுக்கு ஓட்டிங்ஸ் நிறையா வருதுன்னு பார்த்துட்டு ஸோ அதை மாதிரி நம்ம செஷன்ஸ் பிளான் பண்ணலாம். ஷியோர், கண்டிப்பாக இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி யுவர் செஷன்ஸ். ஸோ நீங்கள் எப்படி கேட்குறீங்களோ அது மாதிரி தான் செஷனை மூவ் பண்ண போகிறோம் நம்ம. ஓகேவா? ஸோ கிளாஸஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா? ஆடிபிளாக தானேப்பா இருக்கு நான் பேசுறது? எவ்ரி ஒன், எனிபடி? So guys, yes, audible. Session start பண்ணிடலாமா சந்தியா? Okay, everybody. Applications கொண்டு வாங்க. Yes, next weekல இருந்து applications confirm, sure. So this 4 days is going to be and approximation, simplifications, number series, strong numbers. Okay guys, so session start பண்ணிடலாமா? So you are going to answer. This is a very easiest session. So ஒரு questions-க்கு எவ்வளோ டைம் செட் பண்ணலாம்? ஸோ இதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செஷன்னால டைமிங் செட் பண்ணுறதுலாம் இல்லை. ஸோ யார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுறீங்க, ஸோ ஹவு ஃபாஸ்ட் த செஷன் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி. ஸோ பார்க்கலாமா யார் ஸ்பீடாக ஆன்சர் பண்ணுறீங்கன்னு பார்க்கலாமா? எஸ், தேங்க்யூ. ஆடிபிளாக இருக்கேண்ணா? ஓகே கைஸ், ஸோ நம்ம கொஷின் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா? ஸோ கைஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். Simplifications, question number 1. So this answer, answer for this question 56 into 4. So 56 into 4 is nothing but, so guys, am I audible? Let us start. So 56 into 4 is nothing but 224 plus 44 into 12 is 528 minus 52. So we get total of 700 divided by 5 into 4, which is equal to x. So at last we get 560. By solving we get option A, 560 is our answer. Super guys. So next sum polama. Everybody, let us move to next sum. So just try to solve it in at least below 15 seconds. Okay. Okay guys. So next sum. 498 plus x is equal to 30 percentage of 4500. So 30 percentage of 4900 is nothing but 1350 minus 20 percentage of 4200 is nothing but 840. So இங்க இருக்குது இந்த side அடிச்சிட்டா minus. So 498 which is equal to x. So இதை solve பண்ணா we get our answer. What do you get our answer? Guys, come on first. Niveta 12. Super. So option B is our answer. By adding and subtracting at last we get answer as 12. Super, super. Bilal, Aishwarya, super guys. So next question. Manoj, okay. So next. Gayatri. Okay, next third question. 14 of 20 percentage of 550. So first of all, 20 percentage of 550 is nothing but 110. So 14 into 110 plus 47 into 3 is nothing but 141, which is equal to x square. So the solve panna we get super, super. Okay. So super at last. Ninja, what do we get? By adding and subtracting. Make it fast guys. So guys, make it first. 1540 plus 141 is equal to x square. So 41 varda. Super. So at last we get x square is equal to 1681. So again Niveta. So option at last D is our answer. X is equal to 41. Okay. So next Akshaya. Okay guys. Super. So next question. Okay. Super, super. So cube root of 1728. So cube root of 1728 is nothing but 12. 12 plus root of 784. 784 is 28 minus 64 plus x is equal to 24 divided by 3 is nothing but 8. So we get actually x is equal to at last we get what? X value. Guys, make it fast. 32. Super. So 32. X is equal to at last 8 plus 24 we get. So yet at last x is equal to 32. Okay. 32 ma. Okay, next. Super, super, super. So India 15848 divided by 4. So that divide panna what do we get? Super, super. Answer super. So next question. Super. Aishwarya, Manoj, Gayatri, Hemalata, Akshaya, Niveta. Okay. So இங்கே என்ன வந்திருக்கும் 3962 minus 793 into 6 is 4758. So plus 3628 is equal to 3 into x. So இது எப்படி இருக்கு? So இதை solve பண்ணா at last change pen color. Okay, let us change. No problem. Okay, so x is equal to at last what do you get? Final answer 944. So option E is our answer. Super Akshaya. So we get 2832 divided by 3. So we get at last x is equal to 944. So Gautam, is this color okay? Okay, is this visible? Correct. Okay, next question. So everybody answer guys. 944. Akshaya Superma. Okay. Okay, so next question. Everybody solved. Only two. Others? Guys, try to solve below 15 seconds so that you are going to succeed. Okay. Okay, this is a okay. Next. 18 2 by 3 percentage of 1800. So 18 2 by 3 percentage of 1800 is what? Which is 56 divided by 3 into 100 into 1800 plus 12 square is nothing but 144, which is equal to x. So get at last x is equal to enna answer varudhu 336 plus 144 varudha. So I'm gonna solve first. You guys, answer. 480 is our answer. Super, Akshya. So 480, option C is your answer. Super. So by solving you get 480. Super, guys. Super, super, super. Manoj, Aishwarya, Saravanan. Okay, next question. 15%, 15 of 28 divided by 12. So that is nothing but 15 into 28 divided by 21 plus 80 divided by 8 is nothing but 10 minus 21 is equal to x. So by solving we get at last here 20. So in the particle we get 20. So option 11. So what do you get your option 7th question? Check it once again, check. So I get 11. 9. So super. Niveta. So option C is our answer. Okay. Okay, guys. So 20 plus 10 minus 21 is equal to x. So next. 8th question. Super, super, super. So solve next question. Super, guys. Hemalata, Aishwarya, Meenakshi, Saravanan. Okay, Akshya. So guys, solve this. So by solving this we get 19 divided by 3 plus 21 divided by 4 into 24 minus 53 is equal to x square. So LCM is 12. So we get 76 plus 63 into 24 minus 53 is equal to x square. So we get at last 278 minus 53 is equal to x square. So answer is 15. Super, guys. Super. So actually by solving we get x square is equal to 225. So we get at last x is equal to 15. Super. Super, guys. Saravanan, Niveta, Sandhya. Will also next question. Next question. Answer for this question. So let us make it as 18. So 3 by 18 plus 5 by 18 plus 7 by 24 into x divided by 53 is equal to 5. So we get, what do you get? 72 LCM eduklama. So 72 edutha we get 32 plus 21 into x divided by 53 is equal to 5. So by solving at last you get 53 divided by 72 into x divided by 53 is equal to 5. So we get at last x is equal to 5 into 72. So we get at last x is equal to, super guys, so x is equal to 360. So option D is our answer. Super. Hemalata, Niveta, super guys. So next question. So next. Super, super. Manoj Pandyan, Aisha Bilal, super. Niveta, super guys. So next. Answer for this is super. Sivakumar, super. So 23 cube is nothing but 5. Answer for this is 2620. Super guys. So answer for this is 2620. So minus 31 plus 1681 plus 441 is equal to x. So in the side so 441. So I get is equal to x. So by solving you get at last x is equal to 2620. So next question. So next 11th question. This is 23. So 23 minus 9. This is 14. X minus 150 divided by 6 is nothing but plus 48. So we get 8 into 18 is 144 plus 19. So by solving this we get, for this, option D is your answer. So super guys. So option D, x's value is 10 at last we get. So actually we get 14x is equal to 163 minus 23. So we get at last x is equal to 140 divided by 14. So x is equal to 10 is your final answer. Okay. So next question. Here. So 52 into 52 is nothing but 2704 minus 50 into 50 is nothing but 2500 divided by 102 is equal to x. So again, actually x is equal to 204 divided by 102. So we get option B. Super guys. So option B, 2 is our answer. Super. So x is equal to 2. Okay. Super, super. Niveta, Gautam, Saravana, Nakshia, Hemalata. Super guys. So next. So here. So 4 by 9 into, you get 75 by 8 is equal to x. So at last you get x is equal to 75 divided by 18. So you get at last x is equal to 25 divided by 6. X is equal to 4 1 by 6. So option B is your answer. பண்ணலாமே. It will be helpful for your future. So aptitude is going to support you at all journals. So for 1 by 6 is your answer. Super guys. So next question. Next question. So 9 cube is 729 minus 625 plus 563 minus 289 is nothing but 274 is equal to x. So by adding and subtracting you get at last 378 Vardapa. Super Niveta. Okay. So x is equal to 378. Okay. So next question. Question number 15. Solve this. 150 percentage of 340 is nothing but 510 minus 5 cube is nothing but 125 plus 187 is equal to x. So this solve when you get at last x is equal to. So guys, make it first. $572. So super. So 572 you get. 572 pa. Answer for this. So what do you get? 175 percentage of 300 is nothing but 525. So 86 percentage of 150 is nothing but 129. So 8 cube is 512 is equal to x. So option. So super Niveta Revati. So yet at last x is equal to 142. Option A is our answer. So next Aisha. Super guys. So next. So இது எப்படி பண்ணலாம் 12.35 plus 32.35 minus. So இதில் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்காங்க இதில் none of these கொடுக்கல. So last digitல ஏதாச்சும் values வருதா first sync ஆகுதான்னு பார்க்குறீங்களா. So last digitல sync ஆகுற மாதிரி இப்படி பார்த்தா we get option D as our answer. Okay. So last மட்டும் add பண்ணும்போது we get இந்த பாயிண்ட்க்கு அப்புறம் இருக்கிறது மட்டும் ஆட் பண்ணும்போது we get actually 0.6 வருது. So we get option D as our answer. Super guys, super. So Hemalata, Akshaya, Saravanan, Manoj Pandian. So next question. Niveta, super guys. R and B. என்னப்பா 64 எதுக்குப்பா சொல்றீங்க ஓ 64.6 அதான் 64 சொன்னீங்க ஓகே so next இந்த क्वेश्चनக்கு so 480 divided by 24 so 480 divided by 24 is nothing but 20 so plus 360 divided by 30 is nothing but 12 so again plus 120 is equal to x. So the solve பண்ணா என்ன வருது you get at last x is equal to 152 வருதா super guys so option A is our answer. So next super. So next This question, 90th question. So first 30 percentage of 1800 and then 25 percentage of vara value. So பண்ணுங்க என்ன வருது? So எப்படி பண்ணா 540 வந்துச்சா? So 540. So இதில இருந்து 25 percentage again we take 135 வருதா? So 135 plus 15 into 16 we get 240 minus 320 is equal to x. So we get at last x is equal to. So guys, next question. So x is equal to, everybody. So 45 you get. Is that correct? $55. So 45 or 55? $135 plus 240 minus 320. So I get 55. So option C is your answer. So option 55 is your answer. Check everyone. Everybody check once again. So again you people are getting 45 again. So option C is your answer, guys. எப்படிப்பா எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரே மாதிரி 42 வருது? I too got confused. 55. Super guys, super. 55 is your answer, correct. So next, 20th question. Add and subtract, just addition and subtraction. So for this question answer is just add and subtract. Just option C you are getting. For which you are getting option C? Before question, 90th question you are answering S or S. Okay guys, in the question 1461. Super guys. So just by addition and subtraction you get x is equal to 1461. Super guys. Revati, Manoj Pandian. So adukku munadi Saravanan, Nivetha. Okay guys. So next. இங்க என்ன இருக்கு? 80% of 3200. So you get simply. So இது மூணுத்தையும் பண்ணா we get 340 plus 2560 is equal to x. So get at last. What do you get at last? $2,900 you get. All get. So option C is your answer. So next. Super guys, super. So next question. Super. Ajit, Saravanan, Sandhya, Manoj, Dashni, Revati, Nivetha. Okay. So next 22nd question. Super guys, super. UV Shivakumar. So next 22nd question. So 14 square is nothing but 196. So 25% of 960 is nothing but 240 minus 29 square is 841 is equal to x. So you get at last x is equal to what value? Minus 405. Super guys. So answer A is your answer. So option minus 405. So Revati, Saravanan, Akshay. So everybody. So next question. Make it fast guys. So for this question also you don't have none of these. So none of these இல்லன்றனால last values மட்டும் add பண்ணி பாருங்க. So you get So option D. So option D, 136.7 is your answer. Super guys. Super. So next question. Next. Super, super. Everybody. So next, 24th question. Super, everybody super. 15 into 360 divided by 45. So what do you get here? 120 minus 45 plus 360 percentage of 20. So 20 percentage of 316 at the we get 72, which is equal to x. So we get at last x is equal to 147 at the super guys. So Aisha Bilal, okay, Hemalata, Niveta, Guru Saravanan, okay. So 147 is your answer. So next thing, 25th question. So 25 percentage of 320 is nothing but 80. 33.33 percentage now we get 36 is equal to x. So for this you get option B as your answer. Option B, 94 is your answer. Super guys. Super, super, super. So next question. Next question, just adding and subtracting. So you get C, option C, 380 is your answer. Super guys. So option C, 380 is your answer. So okay, Hemalata, Manoj, Darshni, Guru, Revati, Saravanan, Niveta. So next question, Karthik, Shiva, Sandhya, Bilal, Havini, Yuvi, and Bala, Ajit, Shalini. Okay, so next, 27. Super guys, Shiva Kumar, Shanmuga Sundaram. Okay, so next, make it fast. So this is nothing but x percentage of, so adding and subtracting we get 340 is equal to 9 square is 81 plus 21. So we get at last x is equal to 102 into 100 divided by 340. So we get x is equal to at last என்ன value power 30 வருதா? You people get 30. So super. So answer C is your answer. So 30 is your answer. So next question, Niveta Revati, super. So next question, super guys, super. Make it first. 28th question. Forty-five into 48 divided by 80. So this 27 plus 33 and இங்க இருக்க minus inside வச்சுனா plus 210 is equal to x. So we get at last x is equal to 270. So option super Niveta. So first for this is Niveta. So Niveta, so 270. So next question. This was the solution. So next. Okay. So 29. 96 divided by 6 is nothing but 16 minus 12 into 13 is equal to x minus, so 15 into 8 is nothing but 120. So you get actually x is equal to 16 minus 156 plus 120. So you get at last x is equal to, what do you get? Option C. Super guys, super. Niveta. Okay, x is equal to minus 20 is your final answer. So next. So next question. 1 by 3 into 54 is nothing but 18 plus 3 into 26 is 78 plus 56 into 25 divided by 5 is nothing but 280 is equal to x. So you get at last x is equal to, so guys, you know what do you people get for these question? Make it fast. Anybody who is going to be the first? Nobody. So Sandana Kumar. So option E is your answer. Okay. Santa Kumar. Okay. So super guys. So next question. So yet at last x is equal to 376. So next 31st question. 31st, 65 percentage of 120. So what do you get 65 percentage of 120? So make it fast guys. Super. Shyam, Ajit, Hemalata, Naveen, Monica, Manoj, Sandhya, Saumya, Raghu. Super. Dashni. So this 65 percentage of 120 is nothing but 78 plus 15 into 35 is nothing but 525. So minus root of 841 is nothing but 829 into 8. So it is equal to x. So by solving we get x is equal to, at last what do you get x is equal to? Who is going to be the first to answer? 371. Niveta. Super guys. So 371 by adding this and subtracting we get 371. Super. Guru, Sandhya, Revati. So next question. Super guys. Super. So next question. Hurry up. So 26 by 24 into 408 minus 25 by 48 divided by 100. So how to write this? 25 by 48 into 100 into 43200 is equal to 5 into x. So you get 26 by 24 into 408. So this all one another option D for this. This also you get D. Before question you get D. So this question, for this question, so you get 26 into 17 minus 225 is equal to 5 into x. So you get at last 442 minus 225 is equal to 5x. So x is equal to 217 divided by 5. So option B you people are getting. Option B or D? 32 could D, yeah, super. So 32 could D. So I get 43.4. So option D is your answer. Check it once. So next question. So 17 plus 2 percentage is nothing but 19. So 19 percentage of 16. So 19 percentage of who is going to be the first? 43 க்கு என்னப்பா 43 போடுறீங்க 43.4. Yes, 43.4. That last question. So next question. So next question plus. So in the side இருக்க 12 into 31 in the side வந்துச்சுன்னா 372 is equal to x. So you get at last x is equal to what do you get? 19 percentage of 16. So you get what? 3.04. So plus 372. So you get at last x is equal to. So for the 33rd question answer, who is going to make it first? So for 33rd question, answer. Option B you are getting. So super. Guru, Raghu. So option B 375.04 is the answer. Okay, so next 34th question. So next super. So next question 34th question. So இது ரூட்ல இருந்து வந்துச்சுன்னா we get 31 minus 15. So whole root into 350 is equal to x plus. So root of 729. So 729 now we get 27. So 27 plus 9 the whole root. So you get actually 16 rootல இருந்திருக்கும். So you get 4 into 350 is equal to x plus. So you get approximately 36. So இங்க 6 இருந்திருக்கும். So இதை solve பண்ணா what do you get? Option C you getting 1394. So super guys, super. Swati. Okay. Super. Next question. So you get at last x is equal to, by solving you get 1394. So next. So 35th question. Super. So next question. 43 into 3 you get 129 and minus 12 divided by 3 is 4 is equal to x square plus 100. So you get at last x square is equal to. So you get what answer? So option D is your answer. Super guys. So Guru, Swati. Super Saravanan. So next. So this is a very easy question. So next one. Next, make it fast. So x into 1015 divided by 35 you get actually 29 is equal to 120 percentage of 750 divided by 3 you get actually 300. So 300 plus 19. So x is equal to 319 divided by 29. So you get at last x is equal to what do you get? Anybody? For a 36th question, anybody answer? Who's gonna answer first for this question? 11. You people are getting 11. So option B is your answer. So Niveta Balasurian. So we get 11. So next, Revati Rahu. So next question. Manoj, Guru, Saravanan, Swati, Ajit, Monica. Super guys. So next, 20 percentage of 300 is 60. So 60 into root of 1 to 25 is nothing but 35 plus 203 the whole square. Now we get 41,209. So is equal to x minus 35 percentage of 120 is nothing but 42. So you get actually x is equal to at last. Who is going to answer first? So for this you get 2100. So plus 41209 plus 42. So you get at last x is equal to. So just add it and make it first. So option A 43351. So you people are getting super guys. So 43351. So next question. Super. So Swati, Manoj, Darshani and Revati. So next question. 38th question. So 18 to 324 is nothing but 18. So 18 gets cancelled. So 999. So 999 minus 25 divided by again here 25. So 499. So plus again 13. So divided by 13 now. So 233 is equal to x. Just add and subtract. So what do you get? For this? 733. Super. So answer is 733. So you get at last x is equal to 733. So next question. So Superma, Manoj, Saravanan, Niveta, Balasurian, Darshni, Revati, Shenba, Raghu, Shiva, Ajit. So next question. So make it fast. 39th question. So 15792 into 1 by 8 you get actually 1974. So this goes this side and this comes this side, you get 1008. So is equal to, and x percentage of 1200. So it's x into 12 we have. So yet at last x is equal to. So who is going to answer first? 966 divided by 12. So you get actually C. Option C is your answer. Super guys. So 80.5 is your answer. So next. Super. Ajit, Shyam, Swati. Super. So next question. Super. Revati. Next question. So I get at last x is equal to 80.5. So next question. Eighth question. Make it fast. So you get 44 plus 45 minus of 30. So 34 into 22 minus 9 divided by 17, you get actually 2 into 13 varda. So 2 into 13 is equal to x. So you get 89 minus 26 is equal to x. So you get at last x is equal to 63. So okay. You get Nivetha get 63 as your answer. So option A is your answer. Super guys. Super. Okay, next question. So 41st question. Super. For the previous question, Nivetha, Manoj, Saravanan, Pradeepa, Shyam. Super. So by solving this, you get 55 minus you get 40 is equal to x. So you get B as your answer. So next polama. Super, super. So next question. So Revati, Sharavanan, Balasurya, Nivetha, Hemalata, Raghu, Shenba. So next 42nd question. Make it fast. So you get x is equal to 4.2 into 5 is nothing but 4.2 into 5. You get 21 minus 56 into 2 is 112 minus 19. So you get 1 actually. So plus 321. So you get at last x is equal to, by adding and subtracting, 342 minus 113. So finally you get, who is going to get first answer? 229 is your answer. Super guys. So option A is your answer. So who got first? Revati, Pradeepa, Manoj. Super guys. So x is equal to 229. So next. So question number 43. So 36 into 9 is 324. So 324 minus 45 into 5, 225 plus root of 841 is nothing but 29. So 29 minus 29 is equal to x. So you get actually at last x is equal to. So who is going to answer first for this? So Nivetha 99. So super guys. So 99. So Raghu, Saravanan. So next question. Lisha. Super. So next. Make it fast. This. So idana pannalam. So 19 into 45. So 19 into 45 is nothing but 855. So plus 3 by 12 into 176 is 44. So plus 333 minus 20 percentage of 68 is 136 is equal to x. So you get at last x is equal to, what do you get? So 44th question, who is going to answer first? 1096. So option C is your answer. Super guys. Niveta, Vishwa, super. So 1096. So next question. So 45th question. Super, super, super. Saravanan, Revati, Shyam. Every B over the C than power. So next. So for the 45th question. 66 percentage of 250. So 66 percentage of 250 is nothing but 165. So here 19 into 3 is nothing but 57. So minus 57. So you get square root of x into 9. So you get, what do you get? 108 divided by 9 is equal to root of x. So you get at last root of x is equal to 12. So for clearing the root, we get squaring on both the sides, we get 144. So you get option D as our answer. Super, super, Niveta, super. So next question. So next question. So super, Niveta, Shakti, Manoj, Revati, Shenba. Super guys. So 46th question. Question number 46. So 40 percentage of x. So let it be. So 2 by 5 into x is equal to, so in the part in the side at the part of D, now we get 108, 660. So என்ன வரும் at last? So 108 minus 660. So in the ரெண்டு term in the side வந்துருச்சு. So plus 25 is nothing but 625. So minus 25. So we get at last x is equal to 48 into 5 by 2. So we get x is equal to 120. So option B is your answer. So who answered first? Saravanan. Super. So next question. Niveta, super. So next question. Super, super. So make it fast. So 380 divided by 4, you get actually 95. So minus 270 divided by 6 is actually 45. So which is x into 2. So you get at last x is equal to 50 divided by 2. You get, what is the answer? Anybody? Raghu, Geeta, super. So option A, 25 is your answer. So next question. You have to take an LCM. So 60 is your LCM. So if you take 60, so first 11 by 5 plus 13 by 4 plus 11 by 6 minus x by, so let us take this one this side and take that unknowns that side, so which is equal to x divided by 120. So you get actually 1, let us take an LCM of 60. So 60 now you have to multiply it with 6. So you get 12. So we get 132 plus 195. So again here 110. So minus 420 is equal to x divided by 120. So we get 1 and 2. So at last you get x is equal to 17 into 2. So who is going to answer first for this question? So LCM தான் எடுக்கணும், வேற எதுவும் பண்ணல, எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நம்ம எதுவுமே பண்ணல. So option D is the answer for this question. Super, super. Revati answered first for this question. So next question. Make it fast, guys. இங்க என்னது இதோ அதே மாதிரி எல்சிஎம் எல்சிஎம் என்ன எடுக்கலாம் 24 எடுக்கலாமா இது மூணுக்கும் சேர்த்து ஸோ 24 ஸோ 24 எடுத்தா 2 ஸோ 14 ஸோ இங்க 15 ஸோ அகைன் 4 into 192 divided by 11 plus so here 11 plus x is equal to 30. So you get at last 33 divided by 24. So who is going to answer first? 192 divided by 11 plus x is equal to 30. So we get at last 24 plus x is equal to 30 by solving. So we get at last x is equal to who answer first? Niveta answer first. Super. So option C, 6 is our answer. So next. Final question of today's session. So 17 cube, 13 cube, 11 cube. 17 cube is nothing but 4913 minus 13 cube is nothing but 2197 minus 121. So here minus 1674 is equal to x. So you get actually at last adding and subtracting, you get at last x is equal to. Who is going to answer first for this question? The last question of first day's session. $933. Super, Saravanan. 933, okay, but correct. What is the correct answer? So option C. Everybody is getting option C. Is that correct? Everybody is getting 933. So option A is your answer. Correct. So option A is your answer. அது எப்படி எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரே மாதிரியே C வந்துச்சு. So okay, fine. Okay, sorry. So எல்லாரும் ஒரே மாதிரியே சொல்றீங்களே அது எப்படி எல்லாரும் ஒரே இடத்துல இருந்து சம் சால்வ் பண்றீங்களா? So hope today's session was fine. So session எப்படி guys இருந்துச்சு? Is this okay? Is this level of questions okay for you? So first இப்படி தான் நம்ம session basicல இருந்தா போக போறோம். So exams கிட்ட வர let us move on to higher level sums. So thank you Raghu. So thank you guys, thank you all. Super. So thank you. So stay tuned. Tomorrow by 11:15 class vandringa. So tomorrow it's going to be approximation. So ready. So guys, thank you all. So thank you.